If you've clicked on this video, I know you're after only one thing and one thing only: the drama, the suspense, and the hilarity of the stupid things that Karens end up doing on camera. Welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. Let's get into the clips. Here we got a Karen who goes off at a pair of women for not wearing what she deems to be appropriate clothes.
Here it goes. We did go in.
No, listen, but I drove past this restaurant.
You're not going in. We did. We just went in to go eat. We was gonna sit down and eat.
We were in there like 3 minutes.
To complain about you because I will not spend my money.
Rude.
Yeah. We went in to go eat.
All I did was say,
You waited. You waited for us to unpack.
And you watched us.
You watched us and sat here.
And you know why?
And no,
Because
you do not
I
do
know
that.
what
You
it
don't
looks
do
like.
that. I don't care what you're saying.
You know what it looks like? What it look like?
Because
What it
I
look
work
like?
here. This is my job.
What it look like?
And I know when people
Tell me
park
what it
here
look like.
and they're going to the beach.
How you know that?
No, man.
You're not dressed.
I'm not dressed.
Go in the restaurant.
I'm not dressed to go into a
You
restaurant.
went outside and put a shirt
I'm
on?
not wasting
I
my
have
time
on
arguing
pants
with y'all.
and a shirt and shorts. Oh, you told me to kill myself? I won't. Mate, watch that high blood pressure, baby. Go ahead. Well, I will, baby girl. With them socks on. Take them socks off.
They aren't even that bad, genuinely speaking. Like, I swear, I've seen in clips along these lines where they're wearing far more skimpier outfits. This isn't even that bad. Oh, they're wearing a shirt that's slightly exposed to their stomach and they're wearing short jeans. Oh no, end of the world. It's totally going to ruin the vibe that you've amped up for yourself, Karen. Jeez, man. Like, why do you have to care so much about other people's clothing? Just because you don't like showing a little bit of skin doesn't mean other people don't like doing that. So, go home. Here we have a guy who's decided to hit on someone else at the gym, and when she makes it clear that she's not interested and she's also 17, this guy, doesn't know how to back off.
It's not nice. You're not a nice person.
I'm not a nice person when you try and come on to me while I'm working out after I tell you I'm 17. Are you out of your mind? And then you have the audacity to tell me to get out of a gym that I have a right to use?
17 is legal. I never said...
Get your head out of your ass and don't speak to me that way.
Listen.
Don't put your finger at me.
Respect older people.
Oh, respect older people.
Yes,
so when it comes to going on a date with me, you're not that old, but now I have to respect you?
I just said, let's go out normally, like normal.
I don't want to go out with you.
Okay.
Especially after you tell me to get the out of a gym that I have a right to use?
Because you told me, oh, don't approach me. Who are you to tell me that?
Who are you to come on to me?
Oh my
And
God.
feel like you have a right to come on to me.
This is useless. Go home. Go home. Go home.
Watching
Go home.
When get your ass kicked out of the
Lose my temper. Get the out of here.
Yeah?
Listen. Go home. You understand? Go home. Tell your daddy what the fuck to tell. Get the out of here. I don't. Bro, listen. I'm done with you. Like, bro, I'm not gonna talk to any of you. Yeah, you're right. Because you give me trouble. You give me trouble. Okay? This is all you do. You're good for nothing. Get out of here.
I'm good for
I'm
nothing.
not even gonna talk to you. All right? You're invisible to me. I don't care.
Yeah?
Yes, you're invisible to me. I'm done.
Okay. Have a nice day, buddy.
You too.
Wow, just, wow. I'm just, wow. Yeah. I'm just a little bit speechless after that one. Just like, no matter how many times you say, oh yeah, but 17's legal, doesn't change the fact that she still said no. She said no. She said no, you should be leaving it at that and moving on with your day. Not continuing to annoy her about it, saying that she's mean, and then saying, oh no, but you're 17, that's perfectly legal. Like, bro, first off, you're coming off of way too desperate and very, very goddamn weird. So maybe, just maybe you need to tone down and think with your head and not with your second head. Things will probably go better for you. Though this clip's already online and this isn't the type of thing that a lot of people take lightly, so have fun. Here we got another guy trying to do a similar thing as the previous guy, just this time in a Walmart with a 15-year-old, and the mother ain't happy.
Been the end of it.
It should have. It shouldn't have even been anything. It shouldn't have been anything. It shouldn't have been anything.
Deal of things.
Really?
Yeah,
I made a
obviously you
bigger
like
deal.
drama.
I made a bigger deal.
I walked away. It was over.
Why did you walk away? Because you're pedo talking to a 15-year-old.
Because she wasn't interested.
How the a 15-year-old gonna be interested in you? You're 28.
Listen, let's pack up. Let's go.
You're nasty.
Let it go. I really don't understand what the problem is.
I'm trying to get his license plate. That's all I'm trying to do. He's not letting me. Go ahead, pack your shit. He's already a fucking pedo trying to threaten me with his fucking gun.
Yeah, if that's the case, come on. Yeah, we can't,
No, he's not gonna get away with it. He was trying to talk to a 15-year-old. No.
What is with these clips today? Why are these the clips I've seen? Still, I genuinely cannot get over the fact that the guy said, like, I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know. I didn't do anything bad. Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, just take a think about it. Just think about it for a moment. You're 28. You tried to hit on a 15-year-old. Does any logic in your mind make that theme that's okay? Even if it doesn't. It's not even legal. Surely you know that. Surely you know the stupidity that is to try and attempt to do that in the first place when it's not even legal, let alone the morality of it all. Jesus Christ, mate. I really do hope that with these people reporting you and doing this, that something actually happens because, wow, you didn't seem to care a bit. Here we have a Karen who decided it'd be the greatest idea to yoink someone's credit card details when she had their card via the drive-thru and then use it to pay her power bills. Well, she got confronted for it the next day by that customer.
Hey, I like your pajamas.
Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? So last night I came to the drive-thru and paid like $20-something for my food, but yet you stole my bank card information and wiped my bank account clean. Yes, she did.
Did you get your car back?
Oh no, she didn't keep the card. She took the information, and I hope it ain't that busted ass weakness on here to purchase from Sally's. Because you know.
Do you know? I mean,
Oh, I know. The police report's already done and everything, but I wanted to make you aware.
She paid her power bill on her debit card.
You paid your power bill. How dumb you have to be to pay your power bill where your address? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so sorry about that, ma'am. I don't know that.
You know you did. Don't be a liar. Don't be a liar. Don't make me act out in front of my kids.
I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't baby. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I wanted to pay y'all the money back.
Oh, I mean, I know you are. It's $600.68. And that was my child's daycare money. That was my car payment. I don't know if you thought that because I drove a nice Tahoe and I had my thing on my hand that you could still send $100 for me. But let me tell you something. I was a single mom and I came from the fucking bottom. And I worked my ass off. And for somebody like you to steal it from me when I just can't pick up burdens from my family, that's fucking foul. And it's trash.
Write your information down, baby. I have to talk to Sheila about it. My general manager.
I can't even write my name.
She said you're upset. I know. These cards. And this is just what I have to do. Just get my cards out. I don't have Miss Sheila's card, but I'm gonna write her name on here. Okay, Miss Sheila Helms is our general manager over the store. Miss Ricky Meeks is our restaurant manager.
I went to school with Ricky.
This is our district manager. He's Ribby. And I have to give all those cards out. Nothing issue instance like it happened. And I have to make sure all your information's down about your police report, your name, telephone number, and all that stuff. And I'm going to leave Miss Sheila's office. I can't really do anything tonight unless she comes up here, but she says it's a police report's been filed. And I'm sorry on my behalf.
I'm sorry too.
Honestly, your ass should be walking out. And you shouldn't be able to serve people at all. Because I want to know how many people you've done that shit to.
Only you. I'm sorry. It only happened once. I'm sorry.
Well, look at your public record on Google. You're pretty good at this. It's something you do often. Maybe y'all should do background checks before you let people handle people's credit cards.
I'm fixing to call Miss Ricky and see if she'll come in because,
You need to get your life together.
Yes, ma'am.
Seriously, you got kids, girl?
Yes, ma'am.
How many kids you got? You have 2 kids? I have 3 kids. You know what I do? I get my ass up, I work every day, and I don't steal from nobody.
Okay, give me 1 second.
It's disgraceful.
It's 1910.
You don't like your job? Apply somewhere else. I waitress for 10 years.
You're welcome.
10 years.
I'm gonna call the restaurant manager so she can hear it.
Here you go. You're welcome.
I feel like I'm about to throw up so bad. Like,
Do you have Janetta, baby?
My
What's
question
Ricky's
is, like,
number,
how did
baby?
you think you were gonna get away with it? Like,
You paid your
I
power
really
bill.
do. I really, yeah. I want to know why and
Like,
how you
how,
thought
like,
did
that
you
I
think
wouldn't
that,
wake
like,
up in
she
the
was
morning
just
and
gonna?
$600 be going out my bank account.
My kid's daycare check bounced because you stole all my bill money.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so I mean, like, no, really, like that. I really want to know. Like, did you really think that what you did was like clever enough that you didn't think that your name was gonna get like
I knew it was gonna happen.
come out somehow?
I'm sorry.
You knew? So you just wanted to get in trouble? I mean,
I don't want to get in trouble because I want
I mean, your ass is in trouble. That's a felony. That's a felony. Who's gonna take care of your kids?
the drive-thru manager, the ladies came in and she admitted to them that she took some money from them and a police report should be filed.
Through your company though, and it wasn't just.
I'm sorry, but do drive-thrus in America still take your card and make the transaction for you? Because I know, like, probably several years ago, a majority of drive-thru places here in Australia transitioned to having one of those FPOS machines that have got a massive handle that can be used to hold it towards you at the car so you can still do the transaction yourself, and you don't need to give them your card or give them any way to be able to yoink your credit card information without you knowing. Like, it's weird if that is still the case in some places in America. Like, that's the transition that I feel like is probably very necessary to be done a lot quicker because of things like this. And also, the worker had the brightest idea to pay their power bill using this credit card information they stole. Do they not realize that that makes it super easy to link it right back to them and know exactly who stole the money in the first place? That is not the brightest decision. Then again, this person doesn't look like she's the brightest bulb in the shed. She did not think any of this through whatsoever. Easily admits that she did it. I wouldn't be too surprised if she may have lost her job later on because, well, she stole money from a customer by stealing their credit card information whilst working there. I don't think any workplace would be willing to trust her after that one. And she claims it's the first time she's done it, but is that true? Has she done it more than once? Or, like, genuinely speaking, like, if you've done it once and you've actually paid your bills with it, surely you might have done it at least once or twice before and just didn't get called out for it then. Either way, what an asshole move. You like, it's just the worst thing to do to someone else. Like, I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. It's just stealing their money to pay your own bills. You don't know how much money they have. That might be the money they desperately needed for something and you just took it all. Like, that's just horrible. Apparently prior to this recording, this customer called up this restaurant to find out the working business hours of this restaurant. Apparently the person who she called was rude on the phone and hung up on her, so she decided to enter the restaurant recording and try and figure out why that happened, I guess. Here's a clip.
Coming back or am I just waiting? Is somebody coming back or am I just waiting?
You're not allowed to record us.
Okay. Is there a manager that's going to come and speak to me, or are you?
Please leave the store. You're not allowed to record us.
Is there a manager that's going to come and speak with
I
me?
can press charges for you recording me right now.
Is there a manager that's going to come and help me?
Ma'am, you're not allowed to record in here without permission.
Okay. Were you the person that I spoke to on the phone?
You don't record in here without permission.
Were you the person that I spoke to on the phone, sir? Sir, were you the person?
Speaking to you right now.
Sir, were you the person? Sir, were you the person that I
Then
spoke
you're
to on the
not
phone?
welcome, and I'll call the police.
Were
if
you the
trespass.
person who hung up on me
Did you use your phone?
when I simply called you to ask you
Ma'am?
what your business hours
Ma'am?
were, sir? Can I know your name, sir? Sir?
911.
I'm simply asking you a simple question.
Were you the person that I spoke to on the phone?
You're not allowed to record.
Were you? I think you were. Can you explain why you were so rude and nasty and mean to me on the phone when I asked you a simple...
I'm sorry, but if your first thought after someone's apparently rude on you on the phone is to grab at your phone, start recording, and then walk into the restaurant while recording, you're automatically lost in my opinion. Because A, almost all of these restaurants, shops, anything that isn't a government-owned business, they have the right to refuse your existence inside that stall immediately if you start recording. They don't have to confront you about it or anything, because technically they're not public places. They're open to the public, but they reserve the right to ask you to not record and can remove you from the premises for doing so. So if you've come in and immediately start recording, there's one or two things I'm thinking you're after here. Either A, you're after some form of confrontation that can give you a bunch of views online, or B, you want to make this restaurant look bad. I'm not 100% which one of the two it is, because I don't think you're genuinely after an actual reason on why people were rude to you, because if you were, you wouldn't have just gone in recording. You would have tried to figure out that prior to recording. It's clear that you weren't here to try and solve issues, you were here to cause more of them. So, in my opinion, the person behind the camera in this one's a bit more of a Karen than anyone else in the actual clip. Yes, they may have been rude on the phone, and yes, that's not right. But at the same time, you going in there and immediately starting recording before trying to figure out the situation, just, in my opinion, is just very disrespectful. It shows that you're not here to properly learn things, you're just here to get a clip for yourself for some reason or another. And the manager handled this perfectly, just saying, nope, you're recording, I'm not talking to you. You can leave, you can stop the recording, but I'm not talking to you until you're not recording. Good on for the handling of that one. Here we've got a guy who started recording the situation after a Karen decides to be racist and calls him the N-word in the middle of a store, in front of his kids.
I don't think he's good. Are you okay?
You just exposed yourself. They looking at you like you stupid.
Hey,
We're not racist no more. We're not racist no more. We don't do that shit. Everybody gonna see this shit. This is gonna be viral. Going viral.
You're the one that's going crazy on everybody, dude. You're too kids.
How would you feel? How would y'all feel? Y'all come minorities just like me. So if your kids was in here, how the f would you feel? They 10 years old getting called. You embarrassing.
I called you.
Nobody's in it. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. They heard you.
Dude, stop crying. Stop crying. You're too kids.
I can call you a beaner, bitch. I can call you a wetback. The f I can call you that.
I've been called a wetback by a knee before. That's why I said dumb fuck.
Racist. You're racist. You're
Everybody's
racist.
racist, dude.
You're racist.
I have a race. Why can't I be racist?
Mean.
Fuck, dude. You're in the
You a
loudest
coward.
side
You
of
a
the
coward,
world.
bro.
Go back
Watch
to
out for
Africa,
bitches
dude.
like this. Y'all
Go back
stay
to Africa.
equal. Stay equal. We go through the same shit every day. Trash ass bitch. Fuck your baby, bitch. Hope that die in your stomach, bitch. Fuck you. Stupid. That's why they ain't say nothing. Because they know I'm right. The security right here and they feel what I'm saying, bitch.
I apologize.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Bitch. You heard what he said? The security apologizing to me. Kick that bitch out the store, bro. Kick that bitch out the store, bro.
I work every day and come on my father.
We take pride in that, bro. I love my Mexican, I love my people, bro.
We enjoy it. We got a beautiful bro.
Go record that license plate, man.
You know, I should make a quote book of the dumbest people have said in these videos, because if I'm gonna be honest, the quote that I have a race, I can be racist too is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, okay, I'm sorry, but so does white people. We're Caucasians. By your logic, we could be racist too, which means it's the dumbest logic in the world, because that's stupid. No one should be racist. Like, I can't get over that comment. It's like, I have a race too, that means I can be racist. It's like, that's not how that works. Because if that is how that works, then white people were never racist because they have a race too. Which is why that is the ridiculous logic it is, because it's dumb. Don't be stupid. And yeah, just because, and yes, I get it. Other people have been racist to you from that race, but doesn't mean you need to be racist right back at other people in that race. That's not how this works. Two wrongs don't make a right. You are to be the better person and not be racist. Be the better, bigger person. Move on and not be that type of person. But here you are, spreading the toxicity to other people because I don't know why you're doing it. You said that someone else of that race was racist towards you. Doesn't mean you need to be racist to that race as a whole. That's not how that works. That doesn't help any of the problems that we're currently having with this, so it's just dumb. Here we have a Kevin parking in an emergency fire truck lane, and when he gets called out by someone else, it turns into a massive verbal fight.
You're not a fire truck. You're not a fire lane. You're not a fire truck. You're not a fire lane. Actually, it does. Look up. But that was before the law was written because you're too old. Move your goddamn piece of shit.
You're the piece of shit. You're not a fire truck. Go park in the fire lane.
You're not entitled to shit. Get the
out of here. Hold on. If it was okay to park here, the police. It doesn't matter. If it was okay, don't touch me. Yeah, touch me. Don't touch me.
Hey, call the police.
All I said is that the police would not. The police would make people move if it was acceptable to park there.
He needs to get arrested.
Exactly. If the police would make people move if it was okay to park there.
Call the police.
Who in the world is that damn selfish that they have to park in an emergency vehicle lane, whether it be in an ambulance lane, a police spot, or a fireway like we see here? Who the hell is that selfish that they're gonna park in that space? Genuinely speaking, that is literally the most selfish thing you can do when going for a parking spot. Yeah, going for a disabled car parking spot's extremely selfish, but using an emergency vehicle parking spot, it just shows you have no care for anyone else whatsoever. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the fines for these isn't even that big. Like, from what I can tell from researching, it will be no less than $50, but it doesn't tend to go higher than $100 or $150 depending on the state you're living in. That doesn't seem like a penalty, really. There's like a slap on the wrist for parking in the wrong spot. Oh, you have to pay $50 now. It's like, okay, cool. Cool beans. Like, comparison to what other fines tend to be in other places, like, that just seems like a slap on the wrist for parking in an emergency vehicle lane. Lord. Here we have a customer having an all-out war with one of the workers.
Call you out your name?
You have called my name twice since I stood here.
I'm just right now. But the way that you come
in less than 5 minutes, you just called me out of my name. So what are you talking about?
Police and get her escorted out of here anyway.
You had just called me out of my name, and you expect me to be professional when I'm standing here and I'm having to deal with people
you
on a regular basis.
You walked up unprofessional.
What are you talking about? I was coming back from lunch. And you're standing outside of my office listening to the people inside of my office.
They're talking about
so
me.
What?
And you guys admitted it.
So what?
What do you mean,
Get
so
over
what?
It. People talk about everybody on a regular basis.
Talk about
Get over it.
No, I don't know you.
I'm sure you do.
I don't know you.
Get over it.
No, what are you talking about?
People
You guys are supposed to be professional.
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
And we were professional in your face, and when you turned your back, we was not. So what? Get over it. Get over it.
And then when I sit there and I try to address the on-site manager about it, she can't even be professional and step out and apologize for her employees. These are the people that she has.
I just apologized to you.
How?
So, what do you mean? I just said that one was unprofessional. So what are you talking about?
How's that an apology? No, that's you admitting.
Okay, so I admitted to the fact that I said that you being standing outside of my door, outside of my office, being nosy was unprofessional of me to say that. So what else do you want?
I want you fired.
Sorry.
So it's okay to do this to people.
Sorry.
It's okay for people to come in here to pay their rent, and you guys are really gonna try to charge them late fees, and then you're really gonna give them
everybody late fees. I didn't got cussed out 2 times today over late fees.
Because you guys weren't in the office on Saturday.
What
I'm
are you
pretty
talking
sure.
about? You stood here. We were here Saturday. So again, that has nothing to do with the fact that you didn't pay your rent. You could have slid your rent underneath your door.
I need a receipt.
Okay, and did you get that?
Yeah, because you guys are here.
Okay. So sorry that you didn't get the receipt. You could have came back today and got the receipt. You could have put it underneath the door, and when he came here, you could have called us and told us that you needed a receipt, and we would have gave it.
Or you guys could just be open when the office is supposed to.
It's okay, and you can just walk away, and in 30 days you can go ahead and leave. And you've already paid your rent, so you are very much so free to leave to the apartment if you like.
See, that's the thing. I'm coming up here giving $2,000, and you guys are basically like, yeah, you're gonna be gone no matter what. Like, you can't even be professional.
How is that not being professional? I'm telling you what your options are, sweetie. That's it and that's all. You don't like it, you're leaving. And you've paid your rent for the last 30 days. You are more than welcome to leave if you don't like it.
But nothing can be done. You're just gonna be up here, and you're just gonna be the way that you are, and Maryland's going to allow that?
Right. Because I have to deal with people like you, and who's going to stand up and be tough enough?
Oh, so Marilyn can't be tough, so then she hires people like you?
Yeah, because I'm the assistant. I deal with the top up and from the bottom up. Sweetie, I deal with it all.
I
go from the top down, and I go from the bottom up, sweetie. So I don't understand. Everything goes through me. So if Marilyn doesn't want to talk to you, guess who gets to talk to? Me. If she's not here and she can't rent apartments, guess who does it? Me.
So you really think you're somebody? You really think you're on?
No, I'm not saying that
That's
either.
how you, for real.
Well, if you don't like it, again, you can leave my office.
Look at the way I'm standing here with my hand on my hip. I'm laid back, and you're sitting here all excited for what? For what?
You see how I'm sitting? I'm chilling.
Dude, I don't know why you think that it's okay. That's why I'm not walking out. I give my money.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine.
It is.
It's not fine.
Okay.
It's not okay.
And you're the only person who has a problem. So if you're the only person who has a problem with anything that's going on here, again, you are very much so free to leave. Nobody's keeping you here. You don't like management? Leave.
Marilyn, one more time. You're not going to address the situation with that? I came in with that attitude.
You need to leave. The police are on the way right now.
Okay, so one more time, Marilyn. One more time.
No more times. You need to leave.
So it's okay for your employee to work that. It's okay for your employees to talk to people like that.
You need to leave.
So, and I'm asking, is it okay for your people to talk like that?
No, I'm not talking to you anymore.
But there's nobody else to talk to, right?
Nope.
There's nobody else to talk to.
But the police will be here. You can talk to them.
What's so funny?
And the fact that she has asked you to leave multiple times. I've asked
But
you to leave. She's asked you to leave. And you still keep standing here.
Because just because you sit there, you're like her little guard dog, it's not okay.
You know
it's not okay. You guys
work with you. We have other things we have to do today. We have a
It's
job.
not okay the way you talk to us.
This one, quite frankly, is a lot. So, gathering from the story being told within the clip here, apparently on Saturday, the day the rent was due, apparently the office was closed and she wasn't able to get in. But these workers are here claiming that they were there. So apparently it's potentially a thing where they either the person behind the camera failed to come in at a time that actually made sense, or may have been a little bit late, or may have been a little early, or B, the workers here purposely locked off the office so people would be forced to pay the late fee. Moving second into that, isn't there a place that if this did actually genuinely happen, wouldn't you be able to bring this up to some form of governing body? Because isn't this like some form of illegals? Like you're forcing someone to pay a late fee because you were closed on the day that their rent was due? Like, I don't know, that's pretty interesting. At the same time, why don't you pay your rent early? Like, I know I'm not sure how common this is in America, but over here in Australia, when you move into the house for a first time, you pay your bond, which is effectively 4 weeks worth of rent, and then you also pay 2 weeks worth of rent up front, so you're always ahead on your rent. I understand that in America it's a month by month basis and not a week by week basis as it is here. But wouldn't it make sense to be able to just get a month or two ahead of your rent if you possibly can? Like, I don't know, it seems a little bit wacky to me. This is probably not how I would have personally handled this situation. Both the customer and the worker the customer should have just left and maybe come back when she was a lot cooler and a lot calmer. The worker did not handle this in any way befitting of a worker and whatsoever, but again, she was being yelled at by a customer, so eventually people break, but yeah, this was interesting to say the least. So this guy's got a massive big off truck and he's parked in a parking space that seems to be perfectly fine, and right now he's letting his car run because his daughter is in the back of the car sleeping, and rather than wake the daughter up and have to deal with whatever mess that causes, they've just left the car going because the aircon's going to be running and she can be perfectly fine inside the car while one of the parents go in and do what they need to do and what they're here for. Meanwhile, we have this Karen here is in one of the other cars who comes in to go on a rampage about them doing that.
Because it was quiet, because there was nobody here, and you come up here with your gas guzzling piece of shit, and the exhaust is spewing everywhere, and
don't
you're
you
sitting
swear
there
in front of my daughter.
Out.
Hey.
You're
Get
sitting
out.
here. You're get out.
Cheryl.
You're now. You better step back.
Cheryl.
Now.
Cheryl.
Yes.
Cheryl, don't.
You better step back. Don't
We're
even
here
touch me.
waiting for you.
Don't even touch me. Okay? Step back.
I didn't touch you.
I'm just asking you to be pleasant and courteous, and you guys aren't willing to. That's all.
I backed up. I backed up.
Where's your exhaust pipe? The wind is blowing in this direction.
Then roll up your
Why
windows.
is the god car on?
Because my daughter is in here and I
Then
got the
roll
air
your own windows down. What's the matter with you? You gotta make that much pollution? Is it your right to make that much pollution with this god anyway? And then you gotta sit in a parking lot. You gotta sit in a parking lot with the car going, and you're laughing because you're mindless and you're ignorant because you have no care about anybody else but yourself. What do you do for a living?
Marketing. What do you do?
What do you do?
Marketing. What do you
Marketing. There you go. And you need this vehicle for your marketing, don't you?
do? Oh, I also have a farm, but that's okay. I have horses.
This vehicle for your marketing. It's
What do you-
irresponsible. And I'm
Irresponsible.
Sick to death of it. I'm
Oh,
sick to death
okay,
of people
then
like
you-
you. Mindless, ignorant, irresponsible, and inconsiderate.
Okay.
And you got 2 kids, and now you're going to train them to be the same way. Not ridiculous and fat and obnoxious and ugly. And she's not in a parking spot. And she's complaining about the exhaust of the trucks.
Cheryl.
You know what? You're so ignorant that you can. And I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. That's how ignorant you are. Okay? Obviously, you're uneducated. Obviously, you're self-trained intelligent. Obviously, unable to just answer a simple request from another human being.
Cheryl.
Please turn off the car so I don't have to breathe the exhaust. That's all that's happening here, and you won't do it.
If you've watched any of my videos from a few months ago, you probably already are very aware how much I have a heavy disdain towards these big, massive vehicles, if you don't have a genuine reason for having them. Because a lot of people like just having them because they're big vehicles for some reason. But pushing all that aside, this guy has a genuine reason to keep his car running. His daughter is currently asleep, and we all know with young kids, if you wake them up, they're going to crack the shites. They're going to be the most pissiest person you ever have seen if you wake them up in the middle of their beauty sleep. So, in this situation here, the parents thought it'd be the bright idea to leave the car running so the aircon was still running for their child that's in the back. Now, it apparently was suggested they could have wind the windows down, but no, that doesn't really help in most situations. Yeah, you can wind the windows down, but it's still going to get semi-hot in the vehicle in the first place because it's still pretty closed off. Windows work for keeping a vehicle cool when you're moving because there's wind pushing cold air in there. It doesn't work anywhere near as well when you're idle. Again, I can understand why the windows weren't put down. They had the aircon on to keep the kid cool whilst one of them did what they needed to do. All in all, yes, I probably wouldn't approve of idling in something that consumes fuel like it's no tomorrow in a car parking lot, but at the same time, I can understand why. So, Karen, shut up and go home.